She ain't got nothing else to do. Then she mad because Cardi B's song is in the top 10 and shit. Cardi B said, go touch grass, please, and get off this internet. You got bigger fish to fry, like your own marriage.
Now, y'all, it looks like the girls are subtweeting again, and even though no names were dropped, fans are convinced that Nicki Minaj and Cardi B are back at it, throwing low-key shade on X like it's 2018 all over again. And the internet has been eating it up. So let's get into these posts. It started when Nicki Minaj jumped on X with not one, but two cryptic tweets. First, she wrote, Spotify charts looking scary. Now that post alone could mean anything. But then she followed it up with, it was all good just a week ago. And that is when fans started putting two and two together, because just an hour later, Cardi B got online and posted a rapid-fire string of tweets that had the girls talking nonstop. Cardi wrote, shut the f*** up, go to dinner, go shopping, go to the park, get off the internet. Enough. Then she added, enjoy these looks and day, and ignore the board, love y'all. No name, no at, but the subtext was loud. Fans immediately started debating whether Cardi was responding directly to Nicki, or if she was venting about Offset, who'd been acting real messy online just days earlier.
Somebody, anybody, please respond to Nicki. Please, so she can shut the f*** up. For real. She over there on Twitter going 40 days and 40 nights about something we don't give a f*** about. I guess she woke up on one. Yeah, I guess she feel like she getting forgotten about and left in the dust. Get in the booth for real.
Now here's where it gets interesting. Cardi's new single Outside just dropped on June 20th, and despite being her first solo release in a minute, it debuted strong, at number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. However, on Spotify, it didn't dominate as expected. Meanwhile, Nicki's been on her own campaign, claiming people have been manipulating charts and stealing sounds. So when Nicki says the Spotify charts looking scary, fans can't help but wonder, is she throwing shade at Cardi's streaming numbers, or is she talking about the industry in general? Because let's be clear, Nicki's been calling people out left and right lately, including some very big names. While everyone was focused on Cardi, Nicki was also firing shots at none other than Jay-Z. Yep, Mr. Carter himself. On the same day as the subtweets, Nicki wrote, we've calculated about 100 to 200 million so far. Jay-Z called me to settle this karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest. You still in my top 5 though. Then she added this, and anyone still calling him Hav will answer to God for the blasphemy. And let's just say Nicki wasn't holding back. She even said she plans to use that $200 million to help her Barbs go to college through her Student of the Game charity. So the question is, was Nicki even thinking about Cardi at all? Or is Cardi inserting herself into drama that wasn't about her? Now, when blogs like Live by Tez reposted these tweets, the comment sections went wild. One person said, Nicki is too old to act the way she does, obsessed with Cardi, Jay, Bay, and Megan. Like, grow up and move on, ma'am. But another fan pushed back. Cardi is literally talking to herself. Nicki is going after the big dog right now. She doesn't give AF about this bird. And someone else chimed in with, Cardi Def was talking about Offset. Man was just on the internet saying he was a cancer. So even the fans are split. Some think Nicki's focused on industry power players. Others say the shade is clearly meant for Cardi. And then there's the group that thinks Cardi's just reacting to her own household drama.
Here y'all go again, trying to make Nicki Minaj out to be bitter and jealous. Like, it literally never fails. And I'm just sitting here trying to figure out, like, jealous of what? Like, do y'all not understand that whatever y'all claim that Nicki Minaj is jealous of, she has already done 3 times?
Either way, the timing of these posts, it's messy, especially since we know Nicki and Cardi's history is rocky. From that Harper's bizarre shoe-throwing moment to subliminals and interviews, these two haven't exactly been besties. But for the past year, they've kept things quiet, at least publicly. So this little social media exchange has people wondering if the Cold War is heating up again, with Cardi getting ready to drop her sophomore album, Am I the Drama? And Nicki is staying vocal online with her own rollout tactics. There's bound to be some friction, especially with both artists fighting for dominance in a very crowded space. So what do y'all think? Is Nicki subbing Cardi again? Or was Cardi talking to someone else entirely? And do you believe Nicki's focus is actually on Jay-Z and the industry, not the girls? Let me know your thoughts down below and make sure to stick around for more tea.
Y'all, Dwight Howard just fumbled the biggest bag of his life. And no, I'm not talking about a missed dunk. I'm talking about this man losing millions in a divorce that lasted barely 6 months. And what's crazy, he walked straight into it. No prenup, no protection, no game plan. Just vibes and vulnerability. Now he's out here silent while Amy Luciani, yep, the same Amy from Love and Hip Hop, is out here setting the record straight on social media after the court docs leaked. So check this. Court docs show Amy Luciani filed for divorce on July 1st, claiming the marriage was irretrievably broken with no chance of reconciliation, and that would have been the end of it. But then social media got involved. People started dragging Amy, accusing her of trying to run off with half of Dwight's fortune. That's when she took to Instagram to clear the air. She posted this on her IG story with such a private moment, like a marriage ending. I really do want to keep a lot private, but it's hard to watch this narrative spreading quickly about me. I plan on speaking on this one time only. But here's where it gets juicy. Amy says she was the one who asked Dwight for a prenup, not the other way around. Before we were married, I asked him to sign a prenup because I believe what you worked for is yours. I mentioned a prenup first. He declined. Yep. Dwight refused to protect himself, and now he might be paying the price. Now let's keep it a buck. Amy's trying to make it look like she's not touching Dwight's bag. She said, I do not want any of his assets. I do not want half of anything that he earned or obtained before me. Not his car, not his properties, not a business. But here's the contradiction. According to TMZ, in her divorce filing, Amy did request alimony and wanted all the marital assets split equally. So which is it? Y'all, this sounds like classic damage control. She's saying one thing to the public, but the paperwork's saying something else entirely. Let's not act like Dwight's sitting on that Laker money anymore. The man played 18 seasons in the NBA, sure, but now he's out here hooping in Ice Cube's Big 3 league, a major downgrade from those $1 million NBA contracts. He even played in Taiwan not too long ago after nobody picked him up in the league. So now, with all this divorce mess going down, the dude is definitely not trying to split what little he's got left, and yet he stayed silent. No Instagram post, no statement, no clapback, just vibes, which only makes things look worse, especially after all the past drama he's been tied to.
Somebody said, Amy, girl, you don't know what that man did in his past.
And then I even remember the next day him threatening to shoot up the entire house because of some gay. I didn't know what that shit was. But I knew I needed to get up out of there.
Here's what blows my mind. Dwight had every opportunity to protect himself. Amy says she begged for a prenup. Dwight refused. Now Amy's asking for alimony, and the court docs say she wants a 50-50 split. This ain't just poor judgment. This is career-ending stupidity. And let's be real. This ain't Dwight's first messy public drama. Remember back in 2023 when Dwight was sued over a assault claim? Dude allegedly admitted to having a threesome involving a man, and things got real awkward when those court docs leaked. He denied any wrongdoing, but the damage was already done. His rep took a hit.
I don't gotta tell nobody where I put my wood at, since y'all wanna get to it. That ain't nobody's business where I put my shit at. Y'all just weird.
And now, with this divorce drama, folks are low-key saying this man got dragged out the NBA, out of Taiwan, and now out his own damn marriage. Dwight just keeps catching L's. Even if Amy walks away with just alimony, it's still a loss. Don't forget, this is a man who doesn't believe in prenups. If you love someone, you trust them. Well, how'd that work out?